What's up, YouTube? We're heading out on a Sunday afternoon to fix a leaky pipe. Not exactly sure what's going on, but the customer says that the pipe is dripping about a gallon every 3 hours, and we're expecting a pretty heavy snowstorm. They're very concerned about being able to make it there tomorrow, which I am too. Of course, riding around in the van, it's only 2-wheel drive. We don't have 4-wheel drive, so got to do our best to get there on time, get this customer taken care of. We don't want no secondary damage to happen if they can't get back there tomorrow because of the snow to empty their container that's catching the water right now. First thing we got to do is make a run to Home Depot, because unfortunately on Sundays most of the supply houses are closed and we're not going to be able to pick up any parts from the supply houses. So Home Depot it is, on the way. Got a pretty good drive to get there, maybe around 30 minutes, and after that we'll be heading to the job. It's for an Airbnb company. Very beautiful property right along the Shenandoah River. I'll get some shots of that while we're there. Make sure to show you. Very pretty out back on the deck. Been there quite a few times, done some work for them over the years. This is one of my favorite properties to go to just because the view is so pretty. So we'll get back to you as soon as we get these parts picked up and on the job. Not sure if you can see this on the road, but there's a lot of pre-treatment down. They're calling for anywhere from 8 to 14 inches of snow. Let me get a shot of that for you. Pretty heavy. A lot of that pre-treatment down. They're expecting a good bit. This is the second time they've treated today. You can see how heavy it is. Everybody's pretty concerned. Usually they don't do this double treatment unless they're expecting a good bit of snowfall. And also this road is the road that the state road is on, the WVDOT. So this road usually is pretty heavy treated just because this is the road where they have access in and out through most of the county. So they keep this one extra well treated. We've got a lot of new building going on in here. Tons of houses coming up. Depot. I'm going to park, run in, get the goodies we need, and head to the job. Hopefully we get that squared up pretty quick. Awfully busy in here. There's usually tons of parking down this way. Everybody's in here getting salt, wood pellets, who knows, maybe snow shovels. Nobody ever has a snow shovel when it's time to snow. Seems like they set out a display, charge double the price for them. Take advantage of people. All right, well, I'm going to continue to circle around till I find a spot that's not so cramped. Here we go. Sunflower Jeep. All right, I'm gonna head in. I'll get back to you. All right, I'm back with our bag of goodies and we're getting ready to head out. Just like I thought, lines full of snow shovels, bags of salt, little clear containers, handles of salt. Everybody's getting prepared. Paying way too much for them shovels. $49 for some, $38 for others. There's even one in there for $69. Outrageous. Lines are just full of shovels and salt. Unreal. Nobody prepared. All right, so we're going to hit the road and head towards this property and find this leak and fix it. Get these people peace of mind that their property's not going to flood while they're not there and they can't make it because of the snowstorm. So let's head out. All right. This property's over in Harper's Ferry, down by the Park Service and the guest, I guess, the visitor center. That's what you call it. Over by the visitor center, towards the historic area. So as you can imagine, it's definitely a pretty pricey property, especially being right on the Shenandoah River and back in that area. But it's definitely beautiful. Can't wait to show you some pictures of it. All right, I'm just gonna head there, do my thing, and I'll get back with you as soon as we get through the doors. Check this out. Backed up all the way from the light to the second stop sign. Everybody got their shovels and their salt ready to go. I can only imagine what the grocery stores look like right now. It's funny because most of these people have no idea how to use a stop sign. Didn't make it. They made it. Oh boy. Three floors down. This is the second floor. You can see all the way out to the bridge that spans from Maryland to Virginia. And we're going down another floor. Apparently this leak is in the basement. We shall see. Yep, this is the bathroom. Oh wow, the floor is soaked. Coming from behind the handle. Oh, we got some up top too. Put a little light on the subject. That's my favorite light. That's a rechargeable Milwaukee light. It's got 5 different settings. Got a pin light with it that's ultra bright. Amazing light. Let me do a little bit more digging here and see exactly what's leaking before I come to an assumption. So it turns out the valve is fine. It is a little old and corroded, so we're going to replace it while we're here just to be safe. It's kind of chunky when you turn, and I don't think it shuts off all the way. But this here is what's leaking. Very loose. You can twist it. Water's leaking out between the seal. So we're going to get a new supply line and a new valve. Keep you posted. All right. I'm going to try to set you guys up because I don't have anything ready for this yet. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing when it comes to making a YouTube video, but I'm trying. Get you in a position here. Good thing about fixing a leak next to the toilet where you got to clean up water is you can drain your rags out right in the toilet instead of having to run back and forth with a bucket. All right, so first thing we got to do is get this water drained down. Main water's off. Started draining through most of the house, but we got this lowest area right here, of course. So we're going to catch quite a bit of water out of this. Does not fit, needs to be cut down. Take care of that. Let's see about now. How about now? Yeah. All right. First things first. Cut it off. Sorta. Button up. And we are going to disconnect our supply line. That's going to come off anyways. There's plenty of specialty tools to do this stuff, but I find it's just as easy to use an adjustable wrench. Oh yeah, that rubber's ate up. Somebody way over tightened that one. Ah, it's leaking. Since this is the old one, we're going to use a pair of little channel locks on it and try to loosen it enough to turn it and make sure all this water gets drained in here, because right now it's probably going to fly out. Yeah. Let's get that turned over. Maybe, maybe not. drain on. Sorry if that light's in the way. Seems to work good, but there's no pressure on it, so we can't judge it. Put you back in the corner out of the way. We're going to have to get down and dirty on this one. There we go. Nice and loose. Could just do a hot swap on it, but I would like to clean the pipe first. Get that old ferrule off there. Make sure it's done right. We got the time. Nobody's here. No rush to get the water back on at any certain time, so might as well take your time and do it right. As we slowly wait for water to drain. Yes, I almost did that. The third floor faucets are open to allow air in for everything to drain out. We should be stopping any time. The breaker to the water heater is off, so the water heater does not try to heat while we're doing this. Because when you heat water, it expands and will push out the water heater and cause us to continue to leak while we're trying to work. And if you haven't noticed yet, this is a strange toilet. It definitely does drain from the back. Very strange. You don't see many of these here. Maybe in other parts of the world you see a lot of that, but in this area this is pretty unique. Very few of them. And then we come down to a controllable drip now. Let's get it out of there. It was pretty tight, so the chances of that ferrule coming off there smoothly, not very good. Might have to get a puller. Not going to cooperate. Not at all. Feels like it's moving a little bit. Not much, but it's definitely coming off. The trick is to not squeeze so tight. That makes it difficult for the ferrule to slide. The more you squeeze the ferrule, oops, the less it wants to move off. That's why you usually do it this way, and work it up and down, and it slides right off. We're almost there. Just a little bit more. Got a rag for that. Right at the end. Come on. Don't fight me now. There we go. Ta-da! And definitely taking that off there. Ugly. Switch. It has been dripping quite a while there. It's a stain. All right, where are we at? Gotta clean this pipe up a little bit. Yes, I know you shouldn't twist back and forth, but this is an old one and I don't care about it. It's trash. So we're gonna twist back and forth all we want because it's junk. This is what it's for. Tight spots like this. Sandpaper would be nice, but I'm currently out. And you ask yourself, what kind of legitimate plumber doesn't have sandpaper? This one. We got our new beauty ring, scutcheon. Kind of fits on there a little strange. Unfortunately, that baseboard towel is just a little bit too high. And I'm not going to damage that escutcheon by trying to cut it and make it fit, because then it'll just look like crap. Better off just leave it like that at a little angle. Still pretty. We're definitely cutting some of that off. As soon as find the cutters. I believe are going to be in the copper bag, in the van, 3 floors up, of course. Found out, not out of sandpaper. It's really old. All right, this is gonna be a minute, so I'll be back. All right, we're back at it. We've got a brand new 1/4 turn angle stop brass craft to go on here. It's pretty far out, so you don't really want it that far. We're gonna move it in, cut it off about right there. I love these Milwaukee close cutters. I use them for everything, even if it ain't close. They make it so nice. Like to get a little pipe dope on there. And if possible, use our rigid one-stop wrench. There's multiple different styles of these out there by many companies. This is the one I chose. I like it. I've seen some floating around on the internet, YouTube shorts that look a little fancier, a little nicer, maybe easier to use. One in particular that ratchets, but this one gets the job done just fine. We got plenty on there. I love it. Get that all over me. One of the mistakes people make when doing this, using this tool in particular, is they do not leave the nut and ferrule on the 3/8 side. Now, you shouldn't be over tightening these to the point where this would happen anyways, but if you do not leave this nut and ferrule, when you put your wrench, this wrench actually telescopes and screws in. When you put your wrench in there, if you over tighten, you can actually oval the connection there, and then you'll have a hard time getting your, or won't even be able to get your supply line on. So it's something to think about. I've seen it happen. Homeowners have tried to use this before and done that and have to call a plumber because they can't get the supply line to connect when their brand new valve they just installed. So that's something maybe somebody can learn. And they're plenty tight. Yes, we do. Please, for the love of God, take your tags off of your supply lines. Oh, that's quite loose. And we're tight. Now we gotta finagle this. Man, that's quite a heavy bend there. Almost want to use a longer one to keep that from stressing. Yeah. We could do the old twist on it. How about the other way? Oh, that looks good. See how much pressure's on this fitting first. Oh, that's not bad. I don't like to have too much pressure here because it's just plastic and these have cracked. Have seen these crack and blow apart and completely flood or just crack and leak, but that's not something you want to be part of. So your due diligence of checking the stress here is very important. All right, let's get the water back on and make sure there's no leaks. All right, we're back. We got water. Some air. Clean up the air. Ooh, that's a lot of air. Looking good so far. No leaks. A little bit of residual water around here to clean up, and we're done. No more concern about water flooding the place while nobody can access it once a snowstorm hits tonight. I guess they were coming over every 6 hours or so and checking to make sure it wasn't getting worse and clean up whatever water there was. Thankfully, this is all tile with tile baseboard, and it's all sealed and grouted real good and caulked, so there was no secondary damage, thankfully. But there is a stain here, and I don't have any way to clean that with me. But job well done. Good to go. Leak solved. Crisis averted. Figure get one last shot here. Go outside. Have a look out here over the balcony. There's a road down there. Huh. I don't know if we can zoom in or not. What's that up there? Just a power line access road. Anyways, that's all. This beautiful view at this house. Hey, look, there's even a little party pit down there. Well, if you guys are interested, the name of the company is Views and Getaways, and this is in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Be a great place to come and hang out with some friends. I know it sleeps quite a few. They got plenty of bunk beds and rooms in here, 3 bathrooms, as you've seen. Check it out. Come visit.